EOM Business Network. So much for one broadcast.
Hello everyone, it's another beautiful day and thank you very much for joining us. You're watching the EOM Business Network, indeed the voice of corporate Nigeria. I am Olorogo Elkanah Mawari. Today on the program, we shall be taking a look at the Nigerian economy from the viewpoint of industry operators. Also on the lineup is Let's Talk, and our focus is on Claim Limited, a fast-growing payment solutions provider in Nigeria. On Spot On, we shall bring you an experienced insurance practitioner, banking expert, astute entrepreneur, and industry captain, Adesina Badegeshi, who is the managing director and chief executive officer of Goxi Micro Insurance Company Limited, the foremost micro-insurance solutions provider in Nigeria. And on the face-to-face is a quintessential gentleman, embodiment of intelligence, astute entrepreneur, real estate management expert, and industry captain, Dikin Babajide John Durojai, who is the founder, group managing director, and chief executive officer of Le Grande Properties Development Company Limited, one of the fastest growing diversified real estate firms in Africa, and indeed one of the super CEOs in Nigeria in 2023. It's a package you'll love to watch. Sit back as we bring you the details.
Hello there. Hello everybody. We are Le Grande Properties Development Company Limited. We're a real estate and construction company with over 20 years of construction experience that has bettered over 11 completed estates with world-class infrastructures, all resident in Nigeria. What stands us out is that we go the extra mile to deliver all our estates with impeccable excellence, quality delivery, and robust integrity. Please kindly listen to the testimonies of some of our homeowners.
Indeed, it's a place I'm happy to come home to. They manage the property very well.
We have two sections of our buildings in this estate. We have the phase 1, we have the phase 2.
This beautiful place on the mainland, I used to see all these kind of things on the island, and I was like, well, I'm interested.
So this will be a good time to be looking at, real estates in Nigeria, that at least you can see evidence of their track record, what they've done.
I'd say kudos to them. They've done well, and I think they would have gained the confidence of most potential buyers.
Lanre Akinlagun, a young London-trained marketing management expert, passion-driven entrepreneur, and industry captain, is the founder, managing director, and chief executive officer of Drinks.ng, one of the frontline online and open stores alcohol beverage retail firms in Nigeria.
I was working for a friend who is the person that really got me to come to Nigeria. A guy called Jason Njoku. He ran a Iroko TV. At the time it was called Nollywood Love, which was just a YouTube channel. They raised some venture capital. I was working at IBM at the time as the head of a marketing division for digital marketing, for the agency division. And then I came to join the business, working in the London office, managing the London office. And as part of the director of marketing, it was about subscription and increasing subscriptions. And then there lies my first challenge of the introduction to challenges in Nigeria. Payments was a big issue, and payments now is you have so many different options for payments, from the likes of Paystack, Flutterwave, so on and so forth. But that didn't exist then. So it was to come to Nigeria to try and work out how to improve the payment aspects of the subscriptions, because that's where we were losing a lot of people on the reoccurring subscriptions, because there was no direct debit then, and so on and so forth. And then Jason got married to Mary, who was Mary Remy at the time. And so obviously I was one of the groomsmen, and being the party animal amongst the groomsmen, I was told to buy the drinks. As I did in London, I organised everything, which was easy. You know, you went to Bristol, had a party, went out, went this. So straightforward, go to Majestic Wines, buy everything you need to buy. That's the end of it. In Nigeria, it was a different story where you asked various people where to get the drinks, and everybody either had a guy that they could call, or they said you just go to the market. So I didn't want to call a guy because I was very untrusting of the society then. Like, I don't know what the guy will bring, I don't know who the guy is, and I didn't understand why everybody had to have a guy. Why can't you just go somewhere and get what you need to get? So I went to the informal sector, so I went to the market, which is Okeari, and it was a very interesting experience, but you know, I just couldn't understand why in 2013 people had to go to such an environment to buy something as easy, but also as sophisticated and luxurious as alcohol. I mean, you're selling, at today's market, you're selling a single bottle of alcohol that can go as high up as 1 million naira or more. You know, a bottle of Remy Martin Louis XIII is like 1.4 million naira. And I have to go to an environment as dirty, hot, uncomfortable as that to buy it. You know, it just didn't make sense to me. So that was where the idea was born that, look, we can do better than this. Like, Nigeria can do better than this, we can do better than this, so let's just do better than this. And that was where the journey began.
Oladipo Alabede, a highly experienced payment and digital banking expert, fintech innovator, astute entrepreneur, and industry captain, is the co-founder and chief executive officer of Clean Limited, one of the fastest growing payment platforms in Nigeria.
Clean is a company that we started, a couple of friends. We looked at the opportunity in the Nigerian payment space. It was predominantly dependent on card payments, and we thought that people could use their smartphones to make payments at merchant locations. And we sought out to solve that problem, because today, if you go to a merchant location like a supermarket with your phone and you just even transfer to them, it becomes a problem, right? So we had set out to solve that problem. We have seen the successes of global mobile payments companies like Apple Pay, Google Pay, Samsung Pay, PayPal, and we thought that we could replicate same here in Nigeria, with the vision of becoming the PayPal or AliChat or WePay of Nigeria. The objective is to actually make life easier for Nigerians today, and even for the banks and the merchants. I'll talk about the three sets of people I've spoken about, and I'll tell you how Clean is trying to solve their problems. The customer first is only limited to make payments at the merchant location with their card or cash, right? When they attempt to do a transfer, which is the easiest form of mobile payments, it becomes a problem because the sales girl or the sales boy at the merchant location is not equipped or designed to accept that payment. He probably would have to call Oga, wherever he or she is, to confirm that payment. Now, that can take a while. And we saw that evidently in the last cashless policy that was implemented in February 2023. And so we know that is a problem. And meanwhile, mobile payments is more than just making transfers. There are so many other things that you can do. So we decided that we're going to solve that problem for the customer so that they have another alternative to make payments. So if I don't have cash, and I don't have my card, I should be able to use my mobile phone to make payments. And one thing that we know that Nigerians carry everywhere they go is their mobile phone. Some Nigerians don't even have one phone, they have two phones. So basically we know that we can solve that problem for that segment. Now for the merchants. The merchants want to also accept multiple forms of payment. So if a customer doesn't have cash, and let's say for some reason the card transaction fails, and the merchant doesn't want to lose that sale, so the merchant is going to say, can you transfer? Now we've seen oftentimes that when they do transfer, the money goes directly into the sales girls or sales person's account. The owner of the business has no visibility into that transaction. So what we've done is we've created a platform that allows the owner of that business to be able to easily identify when the payment is made. Money goes straight into their business account, and the girl or the boy at the till is able to confirm that transaction right there and there.
Clean Limited. Clean, one of the fastest growing payment platforms in Nigeria. Shino Badegeshi, an experienced insurance practitioner, banking expert, astute entrepreneur, and industry captain, is the managing director and chief executive officer of Goxi Micro Insurance Company Limited, the foremost micro insurance solutions provider in Nigeria.
The idea of Goxi Micro Insurance, the idea of conceptualizing the organization and even the birthing of the company was that of Dr. Godwin Egea-Musoe. If you know Dr. Godwin Egea-Musoe, he's a renowned Nigerian personality who has contributed immensely at ensuring that value is delivered to people at the bottom of the pyramid and in the low-income micro. He's the founder of Lakwo Microfinance. He's also the founder of Lakwo NGO, and he has done quite a lot in that regard to all at ensuring that services and values are delivered to people who are low income, for them to have a sustainable life, both for them and their business. Our objective as an organization is to ensure that we impact those bottom of the pyramid. If you look at fundamentally, when you look at the Nigerian insurance penetration, insurance is not something that anybody will wake up to want to buy, but rather insurance is really very useful and beneficial. Very unfortunately also, the sector that also are very averse to taking up insurance are the low-income earners, the low-income people. And when you look at countries all over the world, the most vulnerable, within any economy in the world are the people who are in the low-income bracket. The moment there is any shock in the economy, they are always worse affected as a result of lack of awareness of the need for them to take benefit of insurance. And what fundamentally microinsurance is all about is to, ensuring that those low-income and the micro and small-scale businesses also have the opportunity of taking insurance products for the benefit of, their business, and then for them to also be able to create a sustainable life so that they do not fall into poverty in the event of any shock, either to their business or to them as a family. The vision of our organization is to be the leading provider of microinsurance services that truly enhance the living standard of low-income people. And our mission is to break barrier of poverty and give meaning to the life of our customer through innovative risk management solution. So that is the mission of the organization. Yes, greatly. We have done that. If you look at, we came into existence about 4 years ago, and today we have been able to, through different products that we have launched into the market, enrolled well over close to over 400,000 in terms of enrollment, and we have also been able to pay well over 400 million in terms of claims.
100 naira, 200 naira, 300 naira. Mama Nkechi, oya take.
Wetin I wan carry 300 naira do?
Mama Nkechi, every day me and you go comot house go hustle for market. If anything do us, who go dey our back?
So, na 300 naira one day our back.
You never hear of Goxi Microinsurance, the first licensed specialized microinsurance company for Nigeria, where they give cheap insurance cover with as low as 300 naira. Goxi Microinsurance get insurance products like Goxi Cooperative Welfare Scheme, Goxi My Business, Goxi Agric Loan Protection, and others wey go give us peace of mind.
Oya, make we start now.
Goxi Microinsurance no dey give loan, but we go help you carry your wahala with our insurance package.
For more information, make you visit them office for Edward and Valeria Plaza, 107 Obafemi Awolowo Way, Ikeja, or make you call 0802-314-0939 and 0815-287-9591. Terms and conditions dey. Goxi Microinsurance. Small money, big help.
Deacon Babajide John Durojaye, an embodiment of intelligence, astute entrepreneur, philanthropist, real estate management expert, and industry captain, is the founder, group managing director, and chief executive officer of Le Grande Properties Development Company Limited, one of the frontline diversified real estate group of companies in Africa, and indeed one of the 100 most distinguished CEOs in Nigeria in 2023.
Le Grande started as Le Grande Engineering Company Limited about 13 years ago. And this environment is the first estate that we built in Lagos, and is built on top of water. Because our belief then was that Lagos is mostly of water, and most area is not a good area. So let's start from the baddest area in Lagos. That's why we choose Mende, and we choose the swamp, very close to the Alaro, as we all know. So we build on that terrain, swamp area. So everything here you are seeing, the building, the compound, the road is tiled. It's just as if you are on a bridge. So you build on top of a bridge. So that means in any swamp area you can build. So that is to tell you about Le Grande, where we are starting from. We have spent about 13 years and we have delivered 11 good estates to people. We have delivered. And one thing that is so special about Le Grande is that we combine about 3 together. Joint venture arrangement with owners, buying the land and some other things that are on one side. We also stand on the construction aspect. We build ourselves. And the third aspect, no matter how you buy from us, we also try to manage the estate for you. Most of those areas that surround security, cleaning of the estate, water management, sewage management, waste disposal, we manage it for you. Because we know in Lagos, hustles are there. So most people leave home so early by 7, come back by 8 o'clock at night. So you are not going to have stress of how to manage their homes to them. So Le Grande also take that aspect. So we have 3 in 1. So we make anybody buying houses from us to be comfortable and also rely on our integrity. Basically, my interest was to serve people. I'm a pastor, so I want to serve people. And one of the major things I know that we can be able to serve people is provision of shelter. And that's from where our visions and our missions goes. So we want to be able to give you a beautiful home environment that you can really proud of. And that's what drives us to where we are. So our vision is to provide a decent environment where people can call a home, not slum, a home that you have the comfort, a home that you want to raise your generations on, a home that is stress-free, a home that you can derive all the best comforts you wish in life. One of the things that you will know that we have achieved that is that the last project we delivered was just a collaboration PPP with a Lagos State government subsidiary, LSDPC. And when the governor saw what we delivered, he invited us to a larger scale. Can we do this? And that's what we are doing now. And we are in the process of providing almost about 5,000 units in the next 5 years. We have the 3 core areas that we work on. The first area, there are people that has land, there are people that has property, that they can't really unlock the value. So we are there to help them to unlock the value. You have a land you have bought, or your grandfather has willed to you. We discuss, we tell you, we can turn this to money for you. You can be making a lifetime investment in this. So we talk to individuals, we talk to corporate bodies, we talk to governments. And that is what we have been doing in the last 13 years. On the other aspect, which is second aspect, the construction itself, we are involved. We are involved. We have been to China to bring in materials for wardrobe, for kitchen, for railings, for POP, for doors. But we are involved in the construction itself. That means doing the frame structure from the foundation. Every of our off-takers, people that have bought from us, can tell on that our integrity for structural stability. When you say our structure, you can be bounced and said, I'm sure of what they are giving me. You are proud of what you are seeing. And we don't compromise. Looking at what we are putting in concrete, many companies does not do that. We don't compromise to any level. So that construction aspect is a key aspect for us that we take very important and hold at all time. Like in this place that we are, we did the piling ourselves. And why do we do the piling ourselves? When we went to Trevi told us, yes, we'll pay today, but we can't get to you until about 18 months time. So how do we pay today and we go and sit down and wait for 18 months time? So we took up the challenge and said, we need to do the piling ourselves, and we did it. We just work with some consultant. And on the third aspect of it, which is the facility management, all our estates, we are managing it. Like this one we have is 13 years old. This is the first estate. You can see how the whole place is. We're managing it for 13 good years. We have testimony to it. We are one of the first people that give 24 hours in an estate. Once you have your credit in your meter, you are sure there is light. No matter what, diesel can go anywhere, there must be light. You have clean, good water. We work on it. We have 2 boreholes, one as a standby. We have the treatment plant, it's already part of what we are buying. Then we have cleaners, we have gardeners that maintains the whole place. We have security, both armed and civil, for patrol and every other thing. And we have a process which you can come in or go out. These are things we have been doing for the past 13 years. Why are we doing that? We don't want to put the owner under any stress. The stress from the job alone is for them. The stress of the nation getting funds to finance their children for school is enough. You should not carry the stress. So people, as they are coming back home, they are thinking, I've not serviced my generator, I've not bought fuel for my generator. How will I have light? How will I do this? And if you want to, your credit on your meter is your phone, you just press, you reload. That's how it is. So those three aspects are area we give people value for their money.
Hello there. Hello everybody. We are Legrand Properties Development Company Limited. We're a real estate and construction company with over 20 years of construction experience that has vetted over 11 completed estates with world-class infrastructures, all resident in Nigeria. What stands us out is that we go the extra mile to deliver all our estates with impeccable excellence, quality delivery, and robust integrity. Please kindly listen to the testimonies of some of our homeowners.
Indeed, it's a place I'm happy to come home to. They manage the property very well.
We have two sections of buildings in this estate. We have the phase 1, we have the phase 2.
This beautiful place on the mainland, we're used to seeing all these kind of things on the island, and I was like, well, I'm interested.
So this will be a good time to be looking at, real estate in Nigeria, that at least you can see evidence of their track record, what they've done.
I'd say kudos to them. They've done well, and I think they would have gained the confidence of most potential buyers.
I bring a value, you bring a value. I mentioned some top global manufacturers in the world.
We've never seen ourselves as a company that has grown and will stop learning.
Are you going to build flats, or are you going to build office spaces?
Provide IPP solutions.
And this is where we bring down the curtains on today's package of the EOM Business Network. Thank you very much for spending your valued time with us. We hope it was worth your while. But just in case you missed out on any aspect of it, then you can come with us to any of our feedback portals, as you can see on the screen. Our deep gratitude to you, our sponsors, for your continued interest and support. Always remember, with you and us, we are champs. Oh yes, I remain Olorogo Elkanah Mowari. Please, let's do this again, same time, same channel next week. We'll see you then.